there, I'm Hannah, and today I'm going to answer some questions that you guys have about my hair and my thrift store habits. I'm no expert, but I can pretend to be one on my YouTube channel. I'll start with the hair questions because there's just two of them. The first one is things to consider before getting a pixie. I really have nothing new to add to this conversation, but I watched a video a couple weeks ago, this girl who made a video what to consider before getting a pixie, and I thought it was awesome. I should have remembered what her name was, but I don't, so I'm just gonna leave a link to her below. All I know is that she's a fashion blogger and a YouTuber like me, and her style rocks. The second question is, what photo references do you use to show the hair salon lady? This is a good question because it's really hard to find like the perfect inspiration photos. I keep all of my ideas stored on Pinterest. I have this special like beauty board where I post future haircuts I want and most recently future hair colors that I want. Again, I'll leave a link to that below. It's kind of funny, I've had a few people tell me that they took pictures of me into their salon lady, so I guess if you've seen a picture of me where you really liked my hair, why not go for it? I've done it. I've showed my hairdresser pictures of old haircuts I had and she totally understood. And now if you're a thrifter, you're really going to appreciate these next few questions because they're about thrifting. When did I start thrifting? When I was still in my mother's womb, so it's been a while. What are your reasons for thrifting? It keeps me out of trouble, keeps my wallet happy, and it keeps me creative. There's like this quote, or maybe it's like a piece of advice, I don't know, where you get more creative when you're given less options, and so that's how I see thrifting. Like, anyone can go to a mall and find something great, but there's like a true challenge to thrifting. Whether I'm trying to redecorate my bedroom or come up with an outfit, I just like that a thrift store has less options, so then I get to be more creative. Most favorite thrifted piece or outfit? I know this one. Some might disagree with me, but I think it is this green kimono bed jacket thing. I got it about 5 years ago. It was one of the first times I ever went to Goodwill for their Dollar Day, and I walked by and I'm like, that's weird. What would I even do with that? And then it was like I rephrased the question. I'm like, oh, that's weird. What would I even do with that? And so I bought it. And because this question was asked twice, I'm going to give you guys another answer, and that would be this whole stack of teen magazines from the 80s. If you have no idea who I am, then you should know that I am basically the reincarnation of an 80s Valley girl. I love the 80s, and especially like the pop culture of the 80s. So finding magazines that actually belong to a teenager in the 80s was a pretty big thrill for me. I never failed to find the best stuff in the basement of an antique store. So my friend Ashley asked me, is there anything fashion-wise that you would never wear? The first thing I can think of is Birkenstocks, but I don't really think they count as fashion. People just wear them for practical reasons like vacations, right? I don't really know what to say because every time I think there's like a trend or something I wouldn't wear, then I try it and I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Maybe like a baseball cap. I don't really like them and I have no desire to buy one, but I don't know, again, that might not fall under the fashion category. That might be more practical wear, like if you're a baseball player or a grown man with a toddler at a grocery store. Last question. What is on your thrift wish list right now? I kind of keep two thrifting wish lists, like the really impossible items and then like the practical things. So on like my impossible thrift list, I have the Claudia Kishi Babysitter's Club doll. I don't hate you if you have no idea what any of those words meant, but if you do speak BSC lingo, then you know how awesome those dolls are, and I've actually thrifted Christy and Stacy, so it would just blow my mind if I found Claudia because she is my favorite. But then as far as normal stuff that I know I'll find, I actually have this scarf. Like, duh, I'm holding the scarf. Of course I found it. Not exactly. Okay, so I've had this scarf for, I want to say 10 years. I thrifted it. It is vintage to begin with, but it's starting to tear. And it's got some like weird discoloration and I'm afraid to wash it, so I would just feel better finding a new one that looks like it. That is all the questions that I have to answer today. Thank you guys so much for watching and for patiently waiting for me to answer your questions. If I could, I would give you a sticker for being so awesome. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and stick around because I post videos every Friday and sometimes other days of the week like this video. You just never know what you're gonna get with me. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'm trying to come up with a new ending and everything I say sounds dumb. How do people do this?